But if I were to put this back, you see how it gives us that animation that it's shrinking? Now the other animation that we have there is right here. Is your main header animation. So this is for our color change. Now if I were to go ahead and just remove this, notice that when we scroll, it's going to turn black right away. We're not going to have that little E animation there, that either E transition, whatever you want to call it. But when I put it back, as you can tell, now we have that animation. It's a lot more cleaner. So that's why you want to have this in there. Okay. So it's not so rough. It looks really smooth too. Alright, so now that I went over the menu, I'm going to go over the button here. I'm going to click on this button. Actually, let me go back into my section and let me grab that CSS class. The next one is going to be our button CTA class, and it's literally called nav-CTA. I'll have this down all in the description so you guys have access to that sort. And then go click on your button, go to advanced, and then on your CSS class, paste nav-CTA. Okay, so now when we scroll, you notice that it's going to turn white. So now that's working properly. Let's go back to our custom CSS, and let me go ahead and show you where you can change the button color whenever it scrolls. So that would be button here, button, logo, scroll, button. So currently we're changing this to white, but like I said, we can change it to pretty much any color that we want. Red, you can add a color code. It's going to change the color. But I like that at white, so I'm going to leave it at that. But like I said, you can change it to whatever color you want. Now, if you want to change the text color, let's say we want the text color to be white as well. You can change that too, just letting you know. For those of you guys wondering, it's like whenever you scroll, you see that the text is white, it's black on the button, so we can easily change that to white as well. Spelled correctly. And then as you can tell, whenever we scroll, now it turns to white. And that actually kind of like that color, to be honest. It looks good with this header, but I'm gonna leave it at white. Kind of goes with the website. All right, now it's all set back to normal. Now the last thing that we need to do here is our logo. So you can tell whenever we scroll, it stays pretty much the same color. But what we want to do is I want to change the logo on scroll. I literally want to change it to a different image, and this particular image or this particular logo is actually white. As you can tell, I did it down here. So this is linking to one of my files that I uploaded to WordPress. So I'm going to go over that here a bit more. So this one is called, let's say, our logo class. Let me go ahead and grab this nav logo class, and we're going to paste this class to our logo. So go ahead and click on your logo or your image, and go to advanced, and now your CSS class, go ahead and paste that right in there. As you can tell now, it's gonna change color, and it's also going to shrink for us. Pretty awesome. So I'm going to go over the shrinking and all that here a bit later, but I want to go ahead and show you how you can add your logo. So what you want to do is go to your dashboard, go to media, and make sure that your logo is a different color, or if it's going to be the same color on the scroll, that's fine. What you got to do is it's going to be the exact same color. Go into your section here, go into CSS, and then just go ahead and actually remove this. I'm gonna most likely have this whenever you paste this CSS code. I'm probably gonna have it set to nothing. It's gonna be like this, so you guys can go ahead and kind of adjust that accordingly. You guys can go ahead and just remove it altogether, and as you can tell, now it's just gonna stay to that logo. Because maybe whenever you shrink, you're gonna use the same logo, but you definitely want to have this other code here. So we definitely want the width and all that. We want to leave that there. But just in case you want to change the logo, go ahead and upload your logo here, click add new, and then upload your logo, and then click on maybe your logo image that you want to use whenever someone scrolls, and then just go ahead and copy the file URL here, and then go into your CSS here, and we just want to change this this URL within these brackets, and then paste it right in there. And as you can tell, whenever I scroll, I have this different image here. But that obviously isn't the right image that we want to use. We want to go ahead and use our original, which I've already uploaded here. Okay, so that's all set up there. Now, as you notice, whenever we scroll down, our logo shrinks. So the reason we're able to do that is because our width is set to 130. But I can change this. Maybe I wanted the logo to be a lot bigger on scroll for some odd reason. As you can tell, it actually kind of gets bigger. Let me make that more obvious. That's a little better. At least it shows you that it's getting bigger. But usually we want our logo to get a lot smaller. So we can even set this to 20 if we wanted to. Whenever we scroll, it's going to set our logo to the width of 20, which definitely isn't something that we want to do. We want to set it to 130. That's the size that we want it to shrink to. You can go ahead and adjust it accordingly. The transition effect, definitely leave that. It's just so that we have a smooth transition. So whenever it shrinks, you have that transition where it moves from the current size to the smaller size. If I were to remove that, you notice that it would be very rugged. So just feel like right away. I like that smooth transition that we have there. So that's why you want to have that transition. Okay. Alright, and another part that I want to go over is the mobile responsive part. So whenever we go to tablet, you can tell that everything's already set up for us. I already created my header, like I said, and I already adjusted it and I made it responsive. I have tons of videos that show you how to make a responsive header. Got a link though somewhere above here. So right now, currently, whenever it shrinks, it shrinks to the right size that I want it. But you can go ahead and actually create another one here. This one is for my mobile, but I will add a tablet just in case. Let me work on my mobile just to show you guys an example. That's one that I created here. As you can tell, whenever I scroll, yes, this logo does get bigger. That's what it shows. It's kind of just glitching out right now. But I can literally set this up, and this is only for mobile. As you can tell, any size under 768, my logo is going to get adjusted. So I can do 20. And as you can tell, whenever I scroll down, it's going to shrink as well. And this is, like I said, for pretty much mobile, your phone. Let me go to update. And I'll show you how that works here. That works properly. You can tell this works good. Works good as well. It does shrink, as you can tell, it still does shrink. Okay, so it's shrinking pretty good there. And don't worry, the reason we have that spacing up above is because we're logged into WordPress. I'm sure a lot of you guys already know that if you've used WordPress before, then you're so that looks to be good there. But like I said, we can shrink this accordingly. And if we even wanted to adjust the tablet version, so I'm going to actually copy this one, and I'm literally going to add another one here, and I'm going to do 1025, and this is going to be for tablet. And I'll go ahead and just have this within the code just in case you want to change that. I'm going to set this to 130 by default, and this is going to be for our tablet here. And if you wanted to, go ahead and set this to, like I said, 50, and I'll go ahead and adjust it accordingly. So yeah, so I mean, like I was saying, this thing's just really glitching out, but it does work. Let me just go ahead and show you that. So then you're like, oh, what's not working on your screen? It actually does work. See that? So this is at the tablet, by the way. It's just that sometimes with Elementor, their CSS editor here doesn't work properly within their builder, so that tends to happen. But I'm going to leave this at 130 here. But you can go ahead and adjust it to however you want for tablet or for mobile. And then this one's just for this one's for desktop. Alright, so let me go and refresh this. Now, in case some of you guys are wondering how I did this, where whenever we shrink this, you notice that my nav menu goes to the right. It's literally just a simple CSS class that I did, and I actually did do this in one of my header videos, and I showed you guys how to do that. But you can just when you click on my menu here, I went to advanced, and I just set this to the order of 3, and I set it to pretty much switch over whenever it goes to tablet, which is 1025, which is the width of 1025 on my screen. That's how I'm doing that there. Alright, so now for the final piece, which is going over the JavaScript, which I feel like is very important. So, let me go into the dashboard here. And then I'm going to go into Elementor, and I'm going to go into my custom code. And my header scrolling back. Alrighty. So, then let me go back to my header here so I can show you guys. Yeah. So as you can tell, whenever we scroll here, you notice that it shrinks down. We eliminate basically some of the spacing on here, and that's being done by this, our header style padding. So we basically move that down to 10. As you can tell on here originally, we go to, it says originally we have it set to our padding, we have it set to 20, but whenever we scroll, it's set to 10. So I'm not going to go over too much of the JavaScript, just for those of you that JavaScript, but you can go ahead and just adjust this. This is probably the only parts that you want to adjust, and that's why I have these comments here. I tell you that change header height on scroll here. So if you wanted to change the height, so we could even change this to 0 if we wanted to, and then update it. Currently there is some spacing, but if we were to refresh this, you'd notice that we barely have any spacing at all. And that's kind of why I like to set this to 10. I mean, we could even set this to 40, and you would definitely notice a big difference. Now it's going to be a lot larger scroll. So look at that spacing there; it's huge. See, that's how you can go ahead and adjust that. Those are only parts that I would recommend that you adjust, not anything else. And then the other portion here is our header class goes here. So this is the header class that we were talking about, and this is the one that goes. If you click on your section, and it's right here, your CSS class is called name header. In case you wanted to rename that to something else, you can go ahead and change the header class here. So that's pretty much how that works. It's just a pretty brief overview. You guys did want to kind of at least have an idea of how that works. But just go ahead and paste this, and then just go ahead and adjust that, and you guys should be all set. Now, if you guys have any questions on this, which I feel like you guys will, just go ahead and comment down below, and I'll definitely try to help you guys out. If you guys did find this video helpful, make sure to watch the like button for the YouTube algorithm, because it honestly can take me quite a while to create this video. But I hope you guys do enjoy. As always, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you